Welcome back to Hilltown and Cabra News Bites on Wednesdays at 7 o'clock. Thanks for all the news sent through this week, and I hope all the Clonduff daddies had a lovely Father's Day last Sunday. First up is an update on the call for speed reduction measures in Hilltown. Local MLA Sinead Ennis had contacted the Minister for Infrastructure, Nicola Mallon, and raised the problem with her during question time at Stormont last week. If you could play the wee video, please.
Communities like Hilltown and other places across South Down are crying out for permanent speed reduction measures to be implemented in their towns and villages. Today in the Assembly, I questioned Infrastructure Minister Nicola Mallon as to when she will be updating her department's out-of-date criteria, which is used to determine whether places like Hilltown qualify for these speed reduction measures. I will be keeping the pressure on Nicola Mallon and continue to lobby her to ensure that Hilltown and other places across South Down are not left behind and don't have to put up with the scourge of speeding through their towns and villages.
That's great, Sinead. If you remember from the last news bite, Jerry O'Hare has arranged 2 electronic speed indicator detection signs at either side of the village, and the word is they're being installed over the summer, so that'll also be a help as well. There were a lot of comments on our Facebook page focusing on the need for speed cameras to change their location within the village. At the moment, they sit near the bottom of the hill opposite the lodge, and thoughts were shared that the cameras would be best served at the new entrance to Hilltown as cars come speeding up from the straight bit of the road. We spoke to Traffic Branch, and they got back to say they will be observing the area in the next couple of weeks and report back on their findings. So hopefully this can be considered, and we'll come back to it again soon. Mary is also arranging the 4 big planters in the square are going to be bedded with lovely flowers from the council. These will be very welcome. However, we need to recruit some local champion volunteers who would be happy to help watering the flowers in the summer months. Can you help? Or if you're a local business, could you get involved? Please let Jerry know or message the Hilltown Facebook page, please. We've had a good response so far, so thank you. And the wee picture is the final piece from Jerry regarding the trees in Spelga Park. Last Thursday, 30 native trees were planted near the play park and the green in the play park in Spelga Park with the newly elected council chairperson Cathy Mason from Sinn Féin and Jerry. A great group of local residents have adopted a tree and will take to doing the watering over the coming months, and that's the most important job. Jerry can get more trees for council-owned green areas in the village, and there were several suggestions that we had on our Facebook post. Unfortunately, the most of the areas suggested are privately owned or housing executive land. The entrance to Ardmore Park at the side of the INF Hall is housing executive. The top of Kirkwillen and the area in front of Lodge Meadows is privately owned. However, the area coming up to the bend right up to the school is council owned, and Jerry is finding out about this area and also Shannon Park. So if you'd like to volunteer in planting or watering trees that we can get for these other areas of the village, please let Jerry know or message our Facebook page. So thank you. The update in schools, St Patrick's are finishing up next week, so hope to have the news before their summer break. The news from St Paul's, the big news is that they've achieved their green flag. We're also proud of how the children, staff and community work together to achieve this, and we can't wait to see it flying high at the school. The Leavers Mass is next Tuesday evening when we'll be saying goodbye to our wonderful P7s, Alana, Aving, Alana, Aideen, Leah, Mia, Callum, Daniel, Matthew, Mihal, Rory and Tom. We wish them so much happiness and success in their new schools, St Malachy's, St Mark's, St Coleman's, Sacred Heart and Our Ladies. A big thank you to Johnny and Pierce's dad Peter, who made sandboxes and picnic benches for the outside learning area. And the summer scheme is going ahead, which will begin next Monday for the younger kids and the following week for the older children. Louisa Gribben will be 9 on Friday. Finn Henning in P2 will be 6 on Sunday, and the last birthday of the school year is Cole McPolin in P2, and he'll be 6 next Tuesday, so happy birthday to you all. Hamlin, the playgroup, they had their AGM yesterday, so hope to have their news round up next week. The next picture is a big congratulations to Paddy Arthur and Louis Branigan, pictured with their parents, Francis and Mary Branigan, and John and Violet Quinn, outside the Downshire Arms on their wedding day 60 years ago on the 20th of June 1961. Congratulations on your diamond wedding anniversary. This goes out from all your friends and family. Love, loyalty and loads of fun. Hope you have this life for all the years to come. So happy 60th wedding anniversary, Paddy and Louis, and I hope you've had a great time celebrating. And for the new babies recently baptised, Holly Tricia McDonald, daughter of Gary and Therese, Aubrey Bridie Graham, daughter of Michal and Clodagh, Elizabeth Patricia Traynor, daughter of Kieran and Catherine, Rossa Sean McGreevy, son of Gavin and Corinne, Arthur Bernard Ruddy, son of Peter and Kathy, and Harper Millie Brown, daughter of Niall and Jackie. Congratulations to you all. A lot of new babies in Clonduff. Next picture is with Fryland Regeneration Group are starting beginners French classes. Monday evenings from 7 to half 8, starting on Monday the 19th of July for 4 weeks. The cost is £5 per class and they're relaxed and fun. To book your place, email refrylandregeneration@outlook.com or contact them through their Facebook page. Next picture is just a wee reminder that Ulster Bank's mobile bank is coming back to Refryland to Castle Street car park next Monday from 2:15 to 3. The time is tight, but if you need to get a bank that's handy, if you can nip over to Refryland then on Mondays. Next picture is congratulations to Hilltown girl Kiva McKeown, a pupil of Sacred Heart in Newry, who was awarded gold for her project entitled Yemen and the Poverty Crisis in the Young Economist of the Year competition. And the project also won second in the Best of Northern Ireland award. So well done to Ciara, a young budding economist. Great job. Next is some info on the summer camps for kids, so listen up parents. Little Stars Dance Academy in Hilltown are running 2 camps the week of the 26th of July. The Younger Pirates and Princesses camp is fully booked now, but the afternoon one, We Will Rock You, have some places available where the kids will be rocking out to the well-known numbers from this musical theatre classic. It's for girls and boys who are going into P4 or up to P7 this September, and registration forms are with Katrina in the post office. So if you can complete and return the form with Katrina, and it's a cost of £20 per child. Places are limited to 20 kids, so there's a few left if you can scoot down tomorrow sometime. The Senatus camp coming to Kirkullion House also on the week of the 26th is the Science, Technology, Engineering and Maths one that the council are organising. The morning session is fully booked, but there's one place left on the afternoon session, which is an introduction to flight and how planes fly. Please email the council on ccbookings@nmand.org. The cost is £15, and if you could get in now and nip that wee last place, that would be great to get it fully booked. And finally, the Clonduff Camogues are running a Camogie camp on the week beginning the 9th of August, and we'll have more information on that shortly. We note on Cabra, Catria Devlin, the Cabra Community Association is arranging the big bus to come to the centre on Saturday the 16th of October. Booking information will be released soon, and you'll have a wee reference to book your breast screen or MOT check. So well done, Catria, on getting that booked. The next picture is of some hens born from the morn in Cabra. Next event is an introduction to keeping backyard hens. Now, some of us have hens already, but if you're thinking about it, Sunday the 3rd of July, starting at 10:30, Mark Rogers shares his experience and knowledge of rehoming ex-battery hens and raising various breeds using organic and no-kill methods over the years. Throughout the day, you learn what you need to know before you get hens and how to prepare for their arrival, which breed and type of hen is right for you, and how to care for them, how to raise chicks and pullets. The course fee is £45, includes lunch, printed course notes, and a complimentary box of organic free-range eggs. So if you want to book a place with Mark, go on to his Facebook page or email bornfromthemorn@gmail.com. Now over to cats. Poor Kathy Shannon is missing her 9-month-old kitten. He's been microchipped, has a blue collar, but it may have came off. Last seen on Sunday evening at his home address in Kilkeel Road. If you've spotted him, could you give her a call on the number on her Facebook post or message her through Facebook? This year's a summer of staycation, so why not stay in the newly opened Hilltown Lodges, a group of 5 luxury 3-bedroom self-catering cottages beside the River Ban in Hilltime. An ideal place to host your family and friends to come and visit you over July and August. There's a mix of twin, double and triple rooms, and for a sneak peek to see the beautiful rooms, click on hilltownlodges.com. They really are beautiful. It's been great to see this development, so well done. The final wee bit before a video is the Reverend Andrew Conway has been busy again, and this time it's garden furniture. He'll be glad to make something for you similar to the photos in Native Newry Hospice. Message him on Facebook if you're interested. Timber prices are going up, as you know, but as a rough guide, he thinks either of the items pictured might cost around £120 to £150 and maybe £30 for the hospice. So give Andrew a wee shout. That's all over for the news this evening, but I'd like to finish up with a short chat I had with Alana from Seaside Books yesterday. I hope you can stay tuned in for a few more minutes. In the meantime, see you back next Wednesday. Thanks very much. Morning, Alana. Thanks for coming on this morning to Destination Uri. You've set up a business called Seaside Books recently. Tell us a bit more about it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. So Seaside Books is an online and traveling bookshop, and we specialize in offering up books by Irish authors or published on the island of Ireland. And we have our online shop, which we started up in the beginning of June. And we go around to different events, community groups, festivals, and set up a stall and bring our books with us so that people can see them in person.
That's great. You came to our women's group last week. I know that different members went along to you and saw books maybe they wouldn't see in the normal outlets. It's really good that you focus on the Irish authors. Are you a writer yourself?
I am a writer. I'm a poet. I've had some of my work published in different magazines and stuff, but I really wanted to focus on like local meaning all of Ireland authors, because there's so much great writing that's happening here, and there's a real boom of writers, especially writers that are women or that are people of color, writing about just different parts of the Irish experience. So we really wanted to highlight that.
It's really interesting. The book club you've mentioned when we were chatting, you run it. Is it a monthly book club, is it?
Yeah, so we run a monthly book club. We meet on the third Tuesday of every month. This month we're reading Nora by Nuala O'Connor, which is all about the James Joyce's wife. So yeah, we've been doing that for a few months now. We started doing that in March, and it's always really fun just to get together. We've got a good group, and we do it online for now. All of our stuff is offered online just because of the COVID restrictions, but we hope to be able to do things in person very soon.
Yes, as the restrictions lift. You mentioned you may be running some workshops, like writing workshops. I know since the lockdown, maybe people have gone back to reading and they've gone back to maybe using the skill of writing. Would you be running workshops over the summer?
Yes, so we're planning on running a workshop sometime in like the beginning to mid-August. And we've run a workshop earlier in the year that was just for writers of all skill levels, just kind of getting together to talk about our work and try and make it better and talk about technique. And then we just finished up a workshop called Poetry That Doesn't Suck. That's all about just poetry and trying to kind of move beyond maybe the kind of dry poetry that we learned at school and dig into some more like modern poets or people that are doing just more experimental things to keep it interesting. So we're hoping on offering that course again in the fall. But for writing, I think we're going to do August for our upcoming workshop.
And that will be online, I assume? Is it online workshop?
Yeah.
So more details
we'd love
on
to be able to offer it in person, but for the time being, we do it online. So.
Yeah. Well, that means everybody can maybe access it that can't travel together. It's all on your website, seasidebooksni.com.
Yes. So you can find all of the information there. You can RSVP to book club. Whenever we put up the registration for the workshop, it'll be there and you can RSVP. And those are free. So anyone can come along and join in.
That is brilliant. Just about yourself, Alana, that accent isn't from Cologne. You're living outside Rostrevor at the moment. Your mum was from here, is that right?
Yes. Yeah. So my mom grew up in Rostrevor and then Cologne. And we moved here almost 5 years ago, I think. I moved here to go to grad school in Queens. And then we have loved it. So we've lived here ever since. But yeah, we live in my mom's childhood house right on Cologne. So it's really beautiful.
Yes, beautiful part of the world. Well, listen, really enjoyed meeting you, Alana, and I wish you all the best with this new venture, and hopefully people will click on to seasidebooksni.com and they can buy online, they can sign up to the workshops, or they can get involved in the monthly book club.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
That's great, Lana. Thank you very much. Best of luck. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.